Everybody, Rorree here. Welcome to my channel, Totally Rorree and Roses Lavender and Sage.com. Okay, so I just connected with Spirit. I did all my prayers and all that good stuff that I do before I get started. And I was just talking to God, and I was asking, okay, what do you want me to talk about today? Which message do you want me to focus on right now? And she said Brian Laundrie's, I'm sorry, I keep shaking my area. Brian Laundrie's update. So we are going to update on Brian Laundrie. I also asked if she wants me to just answer questions first or just go into the segment live, and I got to go into the segment live. So I am going to pull the questions out. Give me 1 second. Brian Laundrie. All right, I should have put a dash by where we left off. Okay, so let me just introduce the segment first. I am Rorree. I'm a medical intuitive. I'm also I call myself an ascension coach. When Spirit connects with me, sometimes I am called Oracle, among other titles. So I am intuitive. I do readings. That is not what that's not my passion. I don't like doing readings for people all day long. I don't want to do that. But I do that still. I still, it seems like I do readings all the time because that ability is always on. So oftentimes when people are talking to me, they're receiving intuitive messages from me regardless. Now, I teach people how to tap into their intuitive gifts and abilities and how to use them and how to live with them. So I work with a lot of intuitive people. And right now we are working on using a pendulum. Okay. So we are using a pendulum to clarify information. So we hear information intuitively, and then we use the pendulum sometimes to clarify that information. We're also using the information to see who it is we're talking to. Who are we hearing from right now? Sometimes people can hear that audibly. They can hear clearly from Spirit and they know who they're talking to. And sometimes people don't, and we have a higher self. We actually have higher selves. Okay, so we have, and I've spoken about this before, but we have more than one higher self that connects with source and that connects with our beloved. So our higher selves consist of 12 different beings that help us, that corresponds with our 12 strands of DNA, which corresponds with the 12 lines of Judah. And so it keeps going on and on. Some people have more than 12 higher selves. Some people have more than 12 strands of DNA. How about that? So anyway, but that's not what we're talking about today. But so we use tools to assist. Some people use tarot cards. Some people use oracle cards. So we do all of that, and we practice using all of that. So right now we're practicing using the pendulum, and we also use a dowsing cloth or a dowsing board or something that may have letters, alphabets, numbers, months, astrology, whatever. It may have different things on the charts. You can make a chart yourself. You can make a chart with a piece of paper and put yes, no on a piece of paper and ask yes, no questions. Okay. So anyway, so that's what we're doing. So as we are tapping in and finding out about different things that are going on, we are using the different tools to divine with, to assist in our divination. All right. So Brian Laundrie's situation won out today. So that's what we're talking about right now. All right, so I did have some more questions. It seems like while I am channeling the information and kind of tapped in, I am not able to think real hard on what to ask. So I've written down questions beforehand now so that if I'm in that state, I can still know what to ask. And I definitely asked for your assistance. I did get some, so thank you guys from the video from yesterday. So thank you for some of the things that you mentioned because they help prompt questions that I could ask. So let's get into this. All right. And I think I will put my glasses on. Let's see. And we will start out with dowsing and using the pendulum. We did have Brian visit us before. And so if Brian decides to pop in and communicate with us, that is fine. We are talking about the status of that situation with Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie. We have talked about this several times. If you're not aware of what's going on, look at the previous videos. You can get the background information about what is going on with this young man. I have recently, well, of course, you all know that they, well, I'm going to say everything that I'm saying today is for educational or entertainment purposes. Whatever I say, I'm channeling information from spirit, and I cannot tell you that this information is 100% accurate. I can tell you that I do believe in what I receive, but I also can say that I don't always understand everything that I receive. You know, I might not be able to interpret what I'm getting. So there could be some margins of error, definitely. Okay. And so I'm just going to say that everything that I say is alleged. That's what I'm going to say. Okay. Alleged. All right. So there we go with my disclaimers. All right. So we've heard some things. We've heard that they supposedly found some of his remains or something. And as I shared yesterday, I'm not getting that is the truth. I have been getting, since they've been looking at that location for him, I have been receiving information that was not him. Okay. I received information before that he was long gone, headed across the country. And he was in a dark blue vehicle that has been left somewhere close to a Days Inn on Route 50 something. And that was a few videos ago. That was maybe in the second one on him. Okay. And then a couple of people helped because we believe that he is in California right now, and he has been taken from this earth's plane at his own hand. So he removed himself from the earth's plane. Just to give you a little background information. All right. So some of the things that I've either received through the dowsing and the pendulum, or I've heard would be that this whole water thing, he was underwater, that's all some poppycock. I'm not sure who they found, if they actually found someone, but I'm sure there are plenty of remains out there. He was not the person staying in that little hut thing that they found that was all junky and stuff. He was not staying in there. But those remains, I'm receiving information that they're not his. I initially received information that they were going to state that they could not conclusively state that those remains that they found were his. Then I saw that through dental records, they were able to identify the remains. And I was like, And then I actually heard a clip today or yesterday where they did say that they could not conclusively identify the remains. I was like, okay, so I got that initially, but then they came back with, through dental records. And that part is not true. According to what I'm receiving from spirit, that is not True. So if Brian steps in today, I do have some questions for him as well. And so I will definitely see if he wants to come in so that I can ask him questions directly. But let's see um where I am from the last time. I think we talked about a handler or something. I think we were talking about that yesterday or the day before yesterday. Let me see what else. Okay, so let's see. All right, well, I did not answer these questions. I just wrote them. So let's go to answering. How about that? All right, so let's do this. So the first one is to Brian, so I don't want to ask that one yet. All right, so let's ask this question. All right, so let's ask this question here. I know I answered it before. What date did Brian take himself from the Earth's plane? But I'm going to ask again, what date was that? So what date? Oh, let me see if you guys can see. Let's see. Okay, so I'm using the little board again, versus the big board. Okay, so let's see if I can get this down here so y'all can see. All right, so the numbers are down here. The letters are around here. Yes is this way. No is this way for right now. Okay, so yes, no. All righty. So what date did Brian take himself from the Earth's plane, please? First, who am I speaking with before we get started? Who am I speaking with? I A M. M is right here. I am. G is right there. Was going to G. O is right there. O. D. Okay, I am God Almighty. Okay. Is this God Almighty? Is this God Almighty? All right. Okay, this is yes. Okay. All right. So, on what date did Brian Laundrie take his life? What month first, please? Let me turn this fan off. I'm sorry, I keep moving, y'all. What month? S. S is right there. S. Okay. E. E is right there. Okay, September. Yes, yes, it's there. All right, and what date in September? You could either spell the date or point to the numbers. Okay, it's saying yes. So I'm going to clarify. Okay. What date? I need the month. Okay, so I'm asking about Brian Laundrie. What date did he take his own life? Not the date of Gabby's life. What date did he take his own life? And I don't know. Was it September? Was it in September that he took his own life? Yes. Okay. And the date, please. Are you pointing to the 2? Is that a 2? No. Okay. Is it a 1? Yes. Okay. All right. So the first number is a 1. What is the second number, please? 9. Is that the 19th? Yes. Okay. So on or about the 19th. Okay. So let me write that down because I don't have any idea. And I know we asked before, but I don't usually remember. All right. So let's see. Okay. So that was that. Okay. Where were you? What state was Brian in when he took his life? F. L. Okay. I'm getting Florida this time. O. Now, when I got the information for the route, whatever, in California and all that, I was not talking to God for that one. So I don't know what that was all about. So I'm going to have to ask. Okay, so he was in Florida. Okay, so if he was in Florida, the remains that they found, are those his remains? I still get a no. Okay. Okay. So he was in Florida when he took his life. Okay, so why did I get the information about California and about California, a blue vehicle? Who was that information about? Who was the blue car in California and the Days Inn? Who was that about? B R I. So it was about Brian. Yes. Okay, so I'm just confused. Okay, so if all that information was about Brian, then I'm confused. So I am so lost. I don't even understand. Okay. Okay, so so at some point he went to California? Yes. Okay. It is someone's body in California where you all where somebody, I mean, I know what spirit guide told me about the whole California stuff. So is someone's body there that needs to be found? Yes. Well, whose body is there that needs to be found? M A what is he pointing to? M-A, is that an E? Are you pointing to M? Is that an E? No. Was it an I? I don't know what that was. Yes. M-A-I? That doesn't make any sense. Am I spelling it right? No. I got some strange spelling the last time. Let me see where it is. Let's see. Hold on one second. I did get some strange spelling, and I don't know what the heck it was. And sometimes I get tired when I'm doing this. Okay, let me go to the other set of notes. Okay, let's see. So I got this strange spelling once. It was M-I-E-J when I was asking about the body. And I didn't understand what I was getting. And this was and I was asking about the whole California thing. And what day was this? The 22nd. All right. So I don't fully understand this whole California and the body. Who is that? I don't really understand what's going on. When did he have a blue car? I don't get this whole California body thing. I'm lost on this one. All right, I don't know what's up with this whole California body thing, but now this message is saying it's coming from God, saying that he took his life in Florida, but that body is not his. So I'm confused by that too. I'm confused today. All right, let's see. All right. Let's see. Let's see if is Brian Laundrie in the house? Is Brian Laundrie here? Brian, can you come? Can you come talk to us, Brian? It's saying no. Is it possible? See, I don't usually call upon them. They just come. So yes, it is possible. Okay. So hold on. Let's see if I can get him to come. I'm going to push pause for a moment. Let me see. Okay, so I paused for a moment and I got some clarity, and I also was able to get Brian in the house. Okay, so I know I was really confused, and what I am seeing as I'm using the board is that I normally, like with some beings that I channel, I I can kind of guess what they're saying, but I cannot guess what she is saying. So I had asked, where is Brian's, where are his remains? I asked, I said, I heard before that his remains were in California. And then when I just asked where his remains, you're saying Florida, even though I'm hearing from someone different today. So I was like really, really confused. I'm like, I don't understand, where this conflict is coming. And so I asked, where are his remains? Where did he take his last breath? Where did he take himself from a life, this plane? Where did he have his last breath? What state was that? And so I asked like that, right? And then I got California. So I was like, so why did you say Florida when I asked before? And then she spelled Florida Brian is last seen. And so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to stop guessing, just trying to hurry it up. I'm gonna I'm gonna stop guessing what she's going to say because I might be wrong. And so one thing that I notice is that the way I speak is not necessarily the way that I'm receiving the messages. I mentioned that the last time. I know Archangel Michael, sometimes the way he speaks is not the way I speak. Just like this, Florida Brian is last seen. Like I don't speak like that. So maybe if I'd have let her continue instead of just saying Florida and then going off, half cock, maybe I would have known that what she was trying to say was Florida Brian is last seen. Okay. So I'm going to be patient now. So I was like, I was really, really confused. Okay. So, but anyway, I did ask if Brian was here again before I pop back on. And excuse me, I was a little chilly down here, so I put my little blanket on. So that's what you're seeing in the video now. But I did hear that Brian was here. So let's see. Let me go back to my questions because I had jumped off. Let me go back to these questions. All right. And I don't know, did I ask? I think I was asking when did he leave the Earth's plane, but I think all that information was confusing because I feel like I was getting September, and then I'm like, was it in September? I felt like it was in October, so I don't even. And maybe I needed to let everything play out instead of just leaving. So I am definitely going to wait and just be patient just in case there is more. And maybe what I'll do is ask, is there more? Instead of me just taking the first thing as the answer, because I might actually get a sentence like I did when I waited. And so I'd go to some more letters. Okay. So anyway, so I'm not gonna count that first thing, the first what day it was. I think we should go with whatever we said what day it was before. And I was trying to find that date and I could not find it. So I don't even know if we got an actual date before. I feel like we got when he left here, Florida, and then we got when he arrived to California, which was 5 days later, I think we said before. I feel like that's what we got before. And then I don't know when it was after that. I feel like it might have been soon after that. So I feel like that would have been at the beginning of October. But if I'd have let her continue, maybe I would have gotten some clarity. But we're not going to focus on that because we did already answer that one before. So we're going to leave it with that one. All right. So Brian. Oh, let me let you guys see. I'm just going to ask if he's, well, let me ask if he's here first. Well, I'm changing my mind. Okay. All right. So Brian, are you with us right now? Brian Laundrie, are you with us right now? Yes. Yes. No. So it's saying yes. All right. So I want to just start by saying thank you for greeting us today and allowing us to ask you questions. But if you want to say something first, that's fine. And then I have some questions. Would you like to speak first, or do you want me to ask my questions first? So just write speak, just go to the S or A, I can ask first. Okay, he's going to S. Okay. All right. So, what would you like to say, Brian? M. Y. My. F. A. T. H. E. R. My father. I. S. My father is. N. O. T. Not. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm moving. My father is not. E. Or is that a D? Oh, Lord. Is that an E? No. Is it a D? Okay. The next letter, please. My father is not D. I. D. I. Okay. One. Okay. Was that an I? D. I. Was that an I? No. Okay. My father is not D. What's the next letter? E. L. I. And it feels like the pendulum is pulling my hand down. I. N. Q. U. E. N. T. My father is not delinquent. Okay. I. N. N. Mm, Oh my gosh. It's like pulling so hard. I can't even hold the pendulum. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Delinquent in what? It won't move and it's pulling so hard, like it's pulling out of my hand. Oh my stars. Okay. Do you want to say something or what? Delinquent in what? Because I mean, really? Is someone trying to stop you from talking, Brian? Brian, is someone trying to stop you from talking? Oh my God. It's going to yes. Oh my goodness. It's like pulling so hard. Stop. Stop. No. Stop. Brian is in a bad place. His state of mind, his state of being is in a bad place. He is not crossed on. He lingers. He is stuck. He has emotional pain. He's distraught. He is not at peace. He has pressure. I'm feeling the pressure right now. He needs help crossing over. Wait a minute, I can't even. Whoa. Whew. I'm sorry. All right. Sorry about that. All right, Brian needs help crossing over. Because he's stuck and he's still experiencing pain. He's experiencing the hell. And I know what he did was wrong as heck. And he knows it. He's saying I was not in control of myself. He was not. He was triggered. There are triggers. He's crying. There are triggers. Like programming. Oh my goodness. The programs. He has a trigger. Gabby was driving him crazy. He's saying she was driving me crazy. He didn't know it until it was all over. She set him off. She did something that caused a trigger. And I'm feeling pressure, pressure, pressure. I feel pressure here, pressure. Gabby was setting him off. And she accidentally triggered him. It was a trigger. That MK Ultra, it was a trigger. He vomited. He vomited. Afterwards, he vomited. He couldn't believe it. He has flashes of what happened. He has flashes. He sees a little bit. He sees it and then he doesn't. And then it comes in, it comes out. He couldn't take it. That's why he left. He took his life. He left. He couldn't take it. It was too much. It was too much. This is the bullet. Like this. That's why the pain, the pressure is there. That's how he did it. He's saying, I can't take it. It's too much. He's saying it in present. He's not doing well wherever he has not crossed over. He's not. He's having a difficult time. Oh boy. I'm sorry. Okay. He's upset. He's crying. He's not doing well. He's not at peace. There's no peace. And it's like I'm just seeing like all these bright circles and lights and bright circles. I was feeling the pressure again. Okay, Brian, I'm sorry. We had some questions. I do want to know, like, where were you when you did this to yourself? Can you tell me? Do you want to spell it? Let's see. Let's see if we can get this working. Somebody was trying for him not to talk before, so let's see if we can get some information. Okay. Okay, I got yes, no, A, Z. All right, Brian, where were you when you took your own life? Where were you? What state were you in? Oh, I feel like I want to vomit. Okay, what state were you in, Brian? Can I clarify that I'm still talking to Brian? Is this Brian Laundrie? Is this Brian Laundrie? Yes. Okay, Brian, what state were you in when you took your life? What state were you in? I hope y'all can hear me. Oh, what state were you in, please? C. A. L. I. F. O. R. I can't. And okay, California. Okay. Okay, where were you headed? Where were you headed? Where were you going? Where were you headed? M. M. E. X. I. My head is hurting. C. O. Mexico. Okay, y'all. Thank you, Brian. Hey, I'm gonna have to take a break because I'm like really exhausted. I have to release because I'm like trembling and like I'm having breath issues. And I don't feel, I feel like this is him, this is Brian, and I need to just detach. Okay, so we will come back. Brian, he's saying yes. We can come back at another time, maybe later, maybe not, I don't know. But I have to detach at this time, so this might be it for tonight, okay? And I will post this for tomorrow, all right? Because now I don't feel good. Okay. All right, y'all, bye. Ashe. Thank you, God. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Oh, thank you, Brian. Ashe.